We all know Halloween candy is one of the best parts of the holiday, right? But you don't have to wait for Halloween to enjoy something sweet. Haley Vetterline is live at the Yum Factory to show us how to make different Halloween and fall-inspired treats. I just have to wait till the show's over at 7 and you come back to work.
I am so excited to make these treats today because whether you're having a fall party or a Halloween party, these things will kind of maybe be good for both. We're going to talk about some fall-inspired treats right now, though. I have Melanie Aiken with us, owner of the Yum Factory. Good morning. So this is kind of a way to spruce up that cookie you may have bought at the store.
We dress them up, make them fancy. So I mean, we didn't buy them at the store. We made them.
Of course.
They're our caramel apple oatmeal cookie, which is nice in fall, the caramel apple kind of thing.
Yes.
So basically, I just kind of stick half of it in, let it drizzle off. And then you add some sprinkles. We've got some really cool little sprinkles here with leaves in them and nice fall colors. And it just kind of makes it a little bit fancier for if you're having company or something.
Yeah, so if you make them or you buy them.
it's super easy to do.
It is very easy to do. And you could make these Halloween themed if you want to throw in Halloween sprinkles on there instead. Oh, look at that little edible
And while
leaf.
we have melted chocolate, we just dunk everything.
And you can really do whatever you want with these, right?
Yeah.
And same with the pretzels. You can
you can do Christmassy if you get to that point, but for now, fall, Halloween, we've got a lot of spiders and brains and goody stuff on there.
So what would you say, why you could maybe, get creative and do things like this and, maybe spruce up the cookie that you bought?
Well, I mean, if you're having company, there's nothing wrong with a plain old cookie. They're beautiful and they're whatever. But this kind of dresses it up. It just makes for a really pretty display. When you've got, your fall colors in there, you've got your fall flavors in there, it just kind of adds that little extra oomph.
That is true. So you can spruce up your parties that you're having at home, whether it's fall or Halloween. We are talking about something that's so easy. You can do it at home. It's a little bit of a Halloween themed treat, but you can honestly do whatever theme that you want. I have Melanie Aiken with us today, owner of the Yum Factory. So what are we making and how does it work?
We're going to make bark. And bark is basically anything in chocolate. So we're going to spread pretzels.
Pretzels are
I'm just
good.
going to dump a few on there if you want to spread them around the tray.
I do.
And we do different barks for every different holiday. You can just kind of, pick what you add. Now we're going to drizzle chocolate over, we're going to pour. We're going to pour some chocolate, and then we're going to do a little bit of white on top of that.
Mix it all together. Okay.
Mix it all together. Going to do a swirl.
Ooh. Yum. Oh, that looks so good.
All right, so you can kind of take the fork and spread it around there.
Okay.
And while you do that, I'm going to pour, we just happen to have homemade caramel to do on top of it too. So why not?
Spread that in there too?
Yep. Just a little bit because you still want the chunks.
That's
now,
true. I didn't think of that.
The fun of it is adding the Halloween. So we always put eyeballs in because you should have eyeballs.
Everyone should.
Yes.
And we have some little gummies
and we've got
here.
It's kind of like we need like a little cauldron, adding eye of newt and there's some bones and a couple of other fun things to add.
Some gummy worms.
Gummy worms, definitely. Did you
a
get your fangs
mustache.
in there?
I got my fangs in there. We'll throw in a mustache. So this is where you can get creative and you can do more of a Halloween themed. You can do something fall related. You can do this for Christmas, Thanksgiving. This is so easy. You just have to get all the ingredients, the chocolate, the caramel, the pretzels, anything you want. You can really make it your own. And then you let it set and then you break it into bark pieces, right?
Absolutely.
And then it's edible and delicious. We're starting with caramel apples because this is something you can do that feels healthy because it's an apple, but you can put caramel on it, different candies, nuts, chocolate. I have Melanie Aiken here with us, owner of the Yum Factory. So what do we do to spice up these caramel apples?
Okay, so what I'm going to do over here, I dunked a couple already. You're going to dunk some actually in caramel.
Okay.
I'm going to put a little foot on it because then it doesn't stick. And then drizzle it with some chocolate.
Ooh, that looks really good.
And we'll do this one with some white chocolate. It kind of gives a little mummy look to it, actually, which is always fun.
So this could be fall or it could be Halloween.
Yeah, actually, we
themed.
stick a couple eyeballs on that and we've got a mummy. So either way.
I could stick a little gummy worm on it, right?
You could. A worm coming out of the apple is perfect.
Because apples and gummy worms go
I'm gonna
together.
Stick some eyeballs on this guy. Whoops.
And then we have some nuts here. Can you like dunk them in that?
Or you can go dunk right into the nuts after you pull it out of the caramel and it'll stick on there.
You can kind of do anything you want on these, right?
We do some that we do a turtle. We'll put pecans on and drizzle chocolate on. Kind of whatever everybody wants. So if they ever want a special one, just call us and we'll make it.
My little worm's not sticking.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I might have to kind of go over the top.
So this is, you think this is pretty easy for somebody to make at home?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, they sell kits and they usually come with this stick. We have some of these sticks too. But they're very easy. Otherwise, I know there's a recipe on the bag of the Kraft caramels.
Oh, that's
to melt
easy
the
too.
caramel and all that kind of stuff. It's very hot though, so you got to be real careful if you're doing it with kids. That when you get the caramel hot enough to dunk, you're probably a
Little too
hot
hot for a
enough to
kid.
blister too.
Okay,
so just be real careful.
So be careful with the hot caramel if you're, hanging out with kids or having them help you. But other than that, this is a great treat to do either for fall or for Halloween to make you feel like you're eating something healthy.
It's definitely healthy.
Definitely. Now we're making something very simple. This is, you can just buy some cookies or, get some sugar cookie mix, make the cookies, do them, cut them out in any form you want and then ice them in some super cute designs. The Yum Factory does them themselves, but we're going to give you tips on doing it at home. I have Melanie Aiken here with us, owner of the Yum Factory. So how easy is it to get this, started and done?
It takes some practice, but it's fun even if they're not perfect. So it's not that big a deal. The icing is a royal icing. You can Google and you'll come up with a million different recipes if you want. We don't give out ours. But basically royal icing we make in 3 different consistencies, like a really thick and heavy, a little bit thinner for outlines. Today we made the flood just so that we could actually fill them in time while we're watching. But the flood kind of will fall off there. We usually put that inside of an outlined shape.
Cookie, kind of like
it
these
kind of
ones.
creates like a barrier so it doesn't fall off.
These ones
Exactly.
have perfect lines, but we're not going to be as perfect
We're
as
not
that.
gonna be
We're
so
just going to be okay.
perfect. We're just
And you
gonna
can
make some
really do
cookies.
any shape or creature
Absolutely.
you want, right?
Yeah, we actually have like a 3D printer and we print our own shapes, so you can print any shape you want. Which is kind of fun. I'm going to put some eyeballs on my spider, but I don't think we ever looked up how many eyeballs actually spiders have, so I'm going with 3.
who knows?
I don't know why I think it's 6. That could be nonsense.
I think that's the legs. That's okay.
It could be. I don't know.
So then the icing you said making, and you just have to get like maybe food coloring to
Food coloring to color the different colors.
get 'em in there.
It's a very simple recipe, easy for anybody to be able to make. And then you just basically, if you want to keep your lines real neat and nice, you let
like
one
this.
section dry. Well, we're doing a wet on wet technique today, but you would let your outline dry and then fill it, because that way you're going to it's going to kind of stay where it was once it's
Okay.
dry.
And then, if you think these are cool, or like these, the Yum Factory has awesome made cookies. They also have healthier options like keto
do.
cookies, keto bars. So if you want something sweet but healthy, you can check those out too. All right, guys, that's all we have for you from the Yum Factory. I hope some of our tips helped you spruce up your Halloween or fall parties, or maybe you're just going to make them because you have some time over the next few days.